up, guys? And welcome back to erbsclass, man, for 5 more minutes of math. You know what I would love? I would love a little bit of practice on the standard form. I know you won't admit it, but you do too. Let's get to it. Bang, okay, here we go. We know this is standard form, right? No parentheses. I got x squared, then I got x, then I got no x's. Okay. So remember, vertex, most important point, but when it's in standard form, we got to go up through a couple of steps to find that vertex. Remember what the first one is? Yeah, negative b over 2a, of course. So remember, that gives us two things. That gives us the x value of the vertex and the axis of symmetry. So let's get to it. What's a, b, and c? Yeah, that's a, b, and c. Now, I don't need c yet. I'm going to need it in a minute. But right now, I just need a and b. So, negative b. But b's already negative. What's a negative negative? Good, and a is 2, so 2 times 2 on the bottom is 4, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Two things. Yes, exactly right. That's the x value of the vertex and the equation for the axis of symmetry. Remember, it's a vertical line. Don't forget the x equals. Good. Now, where do I get the y value from this vertex? Don't I take that 2 and... Exactly right. Plug it back to the original equation. Yeah. So I replaced all of these x's with 2's, and I've changed f of x into y, just so we understand the number I get out of here is the y value for the vertex. Okay, let's do some math. Don't get tripped up on this first thing. You gotta do the exponent first. Yes, exponent before multiplication. So this is really, 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. Good. Moving down the line. Good. Some real quick arithmetic, and good. So isn't that the y value of my vertex? Good. Now, y-intercept. Remember what the y-intercept is? It always looks like this. Yeah, if it's crossing the y-axis, the x value is 0. And remember what the y-intercept is when we got it in standard form? Isn't it c? Yes, it's c. Good. Good. I think we got time for one more. Ooh, okay, this looks a little bit different, but still standard form, right? I don't have any parentheses, right? So it doesn't look like vertex form to me. This looks like standard form to me. Let's see if we can figure out what a, b, and c are. Okay, whoa, so I know a is what's attached to x squared. That's -1. B is what's attached to x. I don't see any x, so what's b gotta be? 0, exactly right. And now C is the number that doesn't have a letter attached to it. So, good. Okay, man, let's get to it. You know the first step, negative b over 2a. Ooh, okay, but remember what we said b was? 0, exactly right. Okay, all right, so what about, 2 times a, but 0 divided by anything is 0. So that is my x value, my vertex, and my axis of symmetry. Don't forget. Okay, so now we're going to take this 0 and plug it back in. Let's do it. Okay, now pay attention closely to this negative sign, because if this was a number in here, I would have to square that number first and then apply the negative sign. But in this case, this is a 0, and 0 minus 6 is -6. Okay, so isn't that the y value of my vertex? And because that was the c value, isn't it also the y-intercept? It is. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, good. First things first, a, b, and c. Good. Second thing second, negative b over 2a. B was negative, and negative makes positive. 4 divided by -2 is -2. Two things. Vertex value and axis of symmetry. Okay, now let's plug that back in. Okay, good. Now let's talk. Let's pause here for a second. -2 is in parentheses, and that's being squared. We have to do that first. -2 times -2 is +4, but there's a negative sign out here waiting. So the result of this first term is absolutely going to be -4. It's a very, very common mistake, so rewind that if you got to. Matter of fact, I'm going to rewind it right now. -2 times -2, we got to do the squared first. That makes +4, but there's a negative out here waiting. So result, -4. Let's finish it out. Just like that. -4 times -2 is +8. Now when I do this final bit of arithmetic, I finally get 9, and that's the y value for my vertex. Good. Don't forget the y-intercept is the c value. Good. Man, I hope this helps, but you know where to go if you need more. I'm going to see you then. Bye, guys.